background. Hey everyone! Sorry, no notice. We're just randomly going live. But this is Mike and Dave. We're here at the Rocky Mountain National Park on top of Deer Mountain. Elevation 10,000 feet. Well, 10,030 or something like that. So that's the summit right there. We came and hiked it today. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Oops, comments will appear here. Somebody's on and I can't see who it is. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to flip the camera around. So here is Dave sitting right on the edge. Well, not right on the edge. No, you can't. You'll just stand. And that is Long's Peak over there. Hi, Penny. Penny's watching. Jenny, Wendy, Mandy,
the world. No,
Joy. Hi. So it's Mike and BJ. Mike and Dave. I don't know why I said.
You're embarrassing me.
We are checking in from the top of the world here. That's Estes Park, Colorado over there. And we are up on the top of Deer Mountain. We just hiked it. We've been taking a break up here for a little while. So, yeah, it is quite beautiful. Joy says, looks beautiful, Dave.
It's awesome.
Actually, it would be better if I could turn it sideways, but that's probably going to make everybody motion sick. But, oops.
I think you can once you start it.
It says you can't turn your phone while live. Sorry, I'm going to confuse you. But it's super, super beautiful out here. And you're right, Des, it is a super beautiful setting to be in. Oh, thanks, Mary, for the Happy Father's Day wish. Yeah, Dave and I decided to come and do a hike today, and this is the one he requested. We've come up here about 2 years ago, and it's kind of a moderate hike. Like since we're from here, it's easier for us, but I'd say moderate on the difficulty. Hi, Elizabeth in Spain. Great to see you. Thanks, Debbie. It is a stunning view. Hi, Cherry and Wendy. It is perfect. And it's quite relaxing. Yes, guide time, Joy. I don't know if you can actually hear, but there's a lot of birds and things here.
What is that?
They're kind of chirping off in the distance. I don't know if you can hear that or not. If you're familiar with Estes Park, that is that's Mary's Lake, and that's the lake in Estes Park. And of course, Long's Peak is one of the tallest peaks in northern Colorado. Cherry, we haven't been doing the nature videos very much, but we were thinking about finishing some of the ones we hadn't done. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Dave, Mom's on here. Thanks for the Father's Day wish. Wow, I can't believe in Australia even watching this. Hi from East Tennessee, yay. Yeah, it was really fun coming up. We're actually thinking next time we're gonna go hike that one right there, which is actually taller than this one. It doesn't look like it from this video. I wonder if I can zoom in on these. No. But yeah, you are hearing the birds. That's great. Yeah, and there's a couple of people there are some people over there who were hiking ahead of us, and then some others here that came. Usually in the morning it's pretty quiet. Christine's asking for a lot of wildlife. We didn't see that much this time, Dave, did we?
Nope.
Last time there was, oh hey Darren. Last time there was a turkey that we met on the trail, and it kept stalking us the whole way up. So it was pretty hilarious. But today we've mostly just seen a few birds. It was a pretty big climb. There was forecast for really nasty weather, and if there's lightning or something, we don't want to be up on the top of the mountain in the open. So typically in the morning. Oh, Jessica, I did not know you were in Fort Collins. Send us an email. Go to livingonadime.com to the contact form and send us an email.
Oh,
yeah, it'd be fun to bring you up here sometime.
Felt a raindrop.
Hi, Rhonda. Oh, well, Dave felt a little drizzle, so we're not hearing any thunder, so that's good. Oh, Uncle Dave's on.
Oh, Uncle Dave, we gotta play StarCraft.
So,
Happy Father's Day, let's play StarCraft.
Yes. Wendy's asking Dave, how long did it take us to get to the top? About an hour and a half? No, 2 hours. About 2 hours. And we were, you know, we kind of move along, and then, we kind of move along, and then we get a little winded, and then we stop, we move along. It seems like whenever it's kind of steeply uphill, we stop a little more, and then the flat parts are a lot easier. And this mountain is deceiving because you get to a point where you feel like you're at the top, and then you start going downhill some, and then you walk like another half a mile before you actually get to the summit.
You're like, what?
So you kind of get that relief, like, oh, we're almost there, and then it's kind of a killer because you're not almost there.
Like, just kidding.
Yeah. Yes, Jenny, turkeys can be mean, although that one, thankfully didn't. It was just it was gobbling and making noise, and it was pretty funny. So Uncle Dave says hello, guys.
Hello.
Thank you, Tammy, for the Father's Day wish, and Jenny and Carol. So yeah, we Skyped David, I don't know why I'm getting all the names wrong. It must be the altitude. No, we Skyped Jack and Mom a little bit ago, and she said we should go live, and we had thought about doing that anyway. So, but that's Long's Peak. We actually would love to hike it sometime, but I've tried twice when I was a lot younger and got close to what looks like the top here, but it's a major deal there. Or it's, sorry, from that point to the top is really, really difficult. So, hi Amy. Yes, Brenda, it does get thinner. And up there, especially on Long's Peak, man, you get above 12 or 13,000 feet. And sometimes, it depends on your condition, but when we were up there at 20 something, but not in great physical condition, I'd have to stop every 20 feet. Did Tara get her fridge? She did. And I hope she's liking it. There's a drawer that's not working right, so we're hoping that we can get that figured out. So, oh, hey, Jack says, I hope you're all good. Jack. So, what was I going to say? Something else about this. Oh, Nan's on. Yay, let me look back and see if there were some.
Hello, Jill.
Yeah, so as far as that mountain, it's really, really difficult. And it's like 8 or 9 miles each way. And once you get above the tree line, you have to kind of hike it in the middle of the night. And then you get above the tree line, and after a while, then the sun comes up. And it's bitterly cold in August, and then it's suddenly 100 and something degrees on top. So, Wendy, it took us about 2 hours to get to the top. We weren't not in a big hurry, though. And is it hot? No. What is it, about 75, Dave? So, that's not too bad.
Check on your phone. Oh wait, oh, you're live streaming.
Oops. Let's see. Yes, because Tara got the fridge, and we were a little unnerved about it at the moment, we got it, but I think it seems mostly all right. We have one little issue. It's getting the door worked on.
Honestly, you can see
yeah, she says it took her 11 hours. Yes, Jennifer, that's Long's Peak. It's
all the way over there.
Actually, it's just right over there for us, but in reality, right over there is probably 10 miles as the crow flies. So
yeah, it's like, I'd say about 10 miles, yeah.
It is, Joy. Beautiful hiking weather. The nice thing is, because it is kind of overcast, it's cool. Because when the sun is out, it's pretty intense. We ought to come to Missouri. We have some great trails at our Mingo Wildlife Refuge. Sounds cool. Yeah. Christine, we haven't seen any wildlife today, but on this trail we've seen mostly just the turkey before. A lot of times we see elk and deer, especially down in that area where the cars are. It's very frequent that, yeah, it's very frequent there would be deer and elk. And actually, that is an area we like to go where there are elk all the time. And it looks really close, but it's actually probably 7 or 8 miles from here. So it is quite beautiful.
Look at how big, well, I mean, I guess these trees are pretty short. Those trees down there are probably about twice the size of these trees up here.
Yeah. The trees on the peaks are always a little shorter because they're
on the tree line.
They're getting beat up by the weather and the storms.
That too.
Jessica, we have been up Trail Ridge Road before, but not today. But, oh, you went up last weekend? That's awesome. We love it. Christine, I've never seen a cougar out here ever, but we've come out quite a bit. we had some family in town that had a cougar, which is also a mountain lion, and a couple of cubs behind their house, and they were kind of unnerved about that, which I don't blame them, because, you know, the big cats can be dangerous. But we've never seen one up here. We've seen bears, we've seen a few moose, lots and lots of elk. So, yes, Joyce, thank you. Actually, we'll probably share some pictures on the show on Monday, because we have some kind of horizontal pictures that show everything a lot better. So,
it's crazy. You can see all the way over there.
yeah, well, actually, you can see it's kind of misting up, so we'll probably have to go pretty soon. But that there is some of that smoke from those forest fires in Durango.
Yeah, no,
Some of it is probably, you know, haze picking up because the weather's coming in.
color layering.
Jamie says, I live with a turkey. His name is Jim. So, yes. Oh, and Trail Ridge Road. I was going to say, so Trail Ridge Road, oh, you can't see it now. There's a mountain over that way, behind that tree.
We could go up and over.
Trail Ridge goes over there. We're actually about halfway up well, let's see. If you're taking Trail Ridge Road, we're considerably up as far as elevation related to the Trail Ridge Road. We are going, I don't know if you've ever been on Old Fall River Road, but that one goes to Trail Ridge Road at the top. It meets at the Visitor Center, and it's a one-way dirt road. They open it July 4th. And there are 3 mountains over there that we would love to hike together. I've hiked one of the 3 before.
Chapin, Chiquita, Ypsilon.
Yeah, Chapin, Chiquita, and Ypsilon. And Mount Chapin, I was up there shooting those videos for the Rocky Mountain Relaxation, and one day I had the gear in the car, and I thought, I feel like hiking, so I just got out and went up there. But to do all 3 of them properly, we really need to have a little more prep. So Dave and I were going to try to do all 3 of them sometime after the road opens. So, but Trail Ridge Road, it's funny because I thought...
Selfie? Oh, you're not in selfie
Here, we'll
mode?
switch to selfie mode.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, my peeps? My family amarama, is that what you say? Mm-hmm. Actually, I guess I forgot the comments are further down. Here, Dave, you look while I get comments. Almost afternoon, oh yeah, Jill's right. Almost every afternoon it rains up here, and usually around 4, or it used to do it more, but it hasn't in the last few years. It's kind of a drought year this year.
No rattlesnakes, Christine.
Yeah, Christine, there are no rattlesnakes in this part of Colorado above, I want to say 6,500 feet, something like that. So we definitely know here we can stomp through the woods and not have that problem. There are other things, but we've never encountered anything that seemed especially dangerous. I know, you know, if you encounter a moose or a bear or something.
And thanks for the free vacation from Western New York.
You're welcome, Dora. So, here, let's switch to the mountain view again while we look at comments. So, we've seen a lot of wildlife. Most of it isn't particularly dangerous to you, but like if you approach a moose or a bear or an elk, it could become dangerous.
Most of the time, if it approaches you, you're fine, but...
If they approach you, you can be cautiously okay, but I would never approach them. And a lot of people do selfies and they back up next to an elk, and then the elk will get all mad. Just Bigfoot. So far, the only Bigfoot I've seen is Dave. I say Jack.
Why do you say Jack?
I don't know. You know how I am. I was gripping the steering wheel all the way up to Trail Ridge. Couldn't imagine what I would be like on the way up to Fall River Road. Well, the thing about Fall River Road is it's not on the edge. Well, it is. It's an old road in a narrower canyon, and it was built by prisoners in the early part of the 20th century. And Trail Ridge was built later. Yeah, we can go in a few minutes, but we'll hang on just a little longer. But Trail Ridge has more vistas that look like you're right on the edge, and you are a little further away than you think you are, but it's awfully beautiful up there. It's fun to go on Trail Ridge when they first plow the road in the spring, because then the snow is 15 feet high on each side of the road. Dave looks so much like Tara.
I do not look like Tara.
So pretty, like a postcard. It is, really is. You should see the picture.
I do not want to look like
Jack
Tara.
isn't Harry. Yeah, Jack isn't Bigfoot, definitely, you're right. It was on the Fall River Road. Oh, Fall River Road is really nice. There's a waterfall there where I proposed to Tara back in the day. Chasm Falls, and David and I almost hiked up there last weekend, but we had done some stuff with Jack and his friend.
We got exhausted.
We got exhausted and decided not to.
Oh no, dude, I dropped the glasses.
Yeah, whatever. So we have, so that's where I asked her to marry me, at the waterfall, at Chasm Falls.
It's so romantic. I wasn't there.
No, you weren't. But we actually, that road has some really cool, it has a place where most people don't recognize that it's a stop, but you can pull out and walk out into the woods, and there's an old fire cabin there, and you can see off into the mountains, and there's nobody. And it's a really beautiful little secret spot. I wish we could stay in that. It must be stunning when snowing. It is.
It is.
Well, when you can see it. Because when it's really snowing, the whole area is totally white. But I have been up here. David's no denying who your parents are. I've been up here when...
Are you saying I have to say mom's my mom?
Yes. I've been up here when it's pretty cool. It's not snowing in front, but it'll be snowing over the mountains, and the clouds are over, and it's just amazingly beautiful.
Thanks for the Father's Day wishes, Christy Kahn.
Yeah, thanks for the Father's Day wishes, Christy. Yes, Mary, romantic at the waterfalls, definitely. And that one is a really nice one. At the time, there was a big rock out in the middle. Maybe we should record a video there sometime. And we had a picnic on the rock when I proposed to her. But since then, the floods have pushed all the rocks down, and that rock is gone. So there's a place further down where there's a place further down where that rock is now, and then they built something on the side of the rock. It reminds me of Purple Mountain Majesty. Yes, definitely. Don't look down, you get dizzy. I'm sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, I know, I almost fell off.
Here, look away for a second, and I'll show everybody else down. So, this is kind of looking down from where we are, and...
Here, you want me to grab the...
It's sad that this isn't a 3D camera. Dave's gonna...
This is what it looks like, right? So there's the mountains, here's my feet, and that's about a 15-foot drop right there. And then it just drops for 500 feet or so. You're right, it is pretty easy. Oh my goodness, I should stop looking.
So,
we
actually, it's fun to be on some of these places, and the actual summit we've been to the actual summit of this mountain, but it's above us about 15 feet, and
I know, Maria, I was being careful.
We love to find a spot that looks like it's right at the summit, and we love to stand on that one little rock and take a picture in such a way that it looks like there's nothing else anywhere around except you on the very top. Yeah,
so
I was
like
kind of hanging on to him here. He wasn't.
Oh,
he was in a place where if he was 6 years old, it would be really dangerous. But
I was about a foot away from the edge.
At his age, it was somewhat potentially dangerous, but
I've done worse.
He was being careful, and I was hanging on to him. So, did we get the new fridge and freezer? We did.
Yes.
As far as I know, the freezer in the garage seems okay. The fridge working pretty well, but there's one drawer that doesn't seem to work very right, and so we're trying to figure that out. Listen to those birds. They are awesome here. Oops, the wind is blowing. I was going to let you listen to the birds, but there's a plane.
Dude, do you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but all the trees are like glowing.
Where's the business checkbook? Oh, it's in my computer bag in the bank bag in the middle pocket. Aw, picnic on the rock. It was beautiful and fun. What's funny is I asked her to marry me, and she said, "Oh yeah, sure." And then she said, "Wait, are you asking me?" It is amazing, and God is good, Brenda. You are right. And funny thing, coming out here, it's always one of those things where you say, "Man, this just screams," points to the one that made it. But I just love being up here. Let's see. Come on, Mike Tarney's the checkbook. Yes. What is it? A crisis, dear? Are we using oxygen? No, we don't really need it here. It's not high enough. Because some places...
You don't need oxygen anywhere in the...
I mean, at the 14,000 foot peaks, if you have a weak respiratory system, it would be a really good idea. And for other people, I mean, you can kind of get a little... I don't know, you get dizzy and a little bit... You can get a little dizzy and a little bit where you're not thinking right. That's why on Long's Peak there, the one across the way that I keep showing, there are people that die on it every year. The funny thing is, you go up and there's a spot where you go across the back. Here, I'll show you. There's a spot, so you kind of hike up the front from way over here behind this mountain up along that way, and then there's a boulder field up here. You get across that boulder field, and then right up in this area there's a thing called the keyhole. And it looks really small from here, but from that little spot down there up to the keyhole is quite a long hike. And it's over rocks the size of cars. And at that point, you know, it really, a lot of people start getting a little bit punchy from the oxygen. It's not in there. Well, dear, look on my desk. Well, look in all the pockets on my computer. But I think you're looking in Dave's computer bag.
Yeah.
But if you look in my computer bag, it's in the middle pocket. There's like 3 little sections in there, and one of the sections has the bank bag with the checkbook in it. So, just in case everyone wants to know where we keep it.
Yeah, let's just tell the entire world while we're at it.
So yeah, let's tell everybody. So anyway, on that mountain, you do end up having more trouble with breathing. And you can go up without oxygen. If you need oxygen up there, you probably shouldn't go, because it's not like the ones in Asia that are even taller. But on that one, people get up to the top, and then they come down, and there's a spot where the path is, I don't know, like 2 or 3 feet wide, and one spot where you kind of have to jump over this tiny little spot that feels like a chasm, because you know it's 1,000 feet down. At that spot, people do sometimes fall, usually after they've been to the mountain and they're really confident and they're all excited and they're not paying attention.
You ready to...
Okay, Tara, Jean. Hopefully you found it now. Anyway, that's really pretty, definitely. So, dear, I'll have to probably call you in a minute, because I don't know. So Dave is drinking... Oh, yeah. Oh, so Dave is drinking water out of... Let's show you that.
Yeah, she found it. Mom found it.
Dave is drinking water out of... This is a Camelback. So it's a backpack.
It's a backpack with water in it.
Yeah, it's a backpack that has a kind of a bladder thing in it, and you fill it up with water, and then you just kind of suck on that, and water comes out. And it has a little lock so the water doesn't leak. We usually bring that and snacks and raincoats and bug spray and sunscreen. So
I ate all my snack.
Yeah, it is definitely a happy place, Cherry. And if you guys ever come to the Rocky Mountain National Park, it's best to go. One of the best hikes is Dream Lake, and it's not real long, but it's very, very popular with tourists. So if you decide to come and you go up there, it's best to be at the parking lot at Bear Lake where the trail starts at 7 o'clock in the morning or earlier. Otherwise, it'll be just overrun with tourists. And that one,
as you could probably, hopefully see, by the amount of people at the down there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be so fast on that. Where is it? I can't see on the screen. Somewhere down there is the ranger. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I can't zoom in on it. So right there is somewhere over here is the south entrance.
Each one of the lanes, which there are 3 lanes by the way, each one of them probably has about 10 or more cars.
Right now.
Right now.
And when we came in this morning, it's usually not that busy, but they had one post open and there were probably 25 cars. So we tend to usually come and be we're usually in the gate at 6:30 and at the trail by 7. So if you ever come up, Dream Lake is one of the best. Wow. So let's see, nothing new. Yeah, I miss the mountains, so beautiful. Yeah, that's the one thing I wouldn't like if we were to move, is we do really love coming up here, so I don't know. Marie, yes, this is a day hike. In fact, this could be just a morning hike. It's...
Wear your computer bag.
It's Deer Mountain. It's actually... The trailhead is very visible, so a lot of tourists will try it. But if they don't come with water and stuff, they don't ever make it, because you have to have a lot of water to get up here.
Mom found the computer bag, by the way, so you don't have to answer that.
Okay. But it took us about 2 hours to get up. It'll probably take us about an hour or an hour and a half to get down. But there's a little thing that looks kind of like this little peak thing right here.
Sorry.
On the other side, after we get off the peak, we walk across an area that's kind of flat on the top of the peak, and there's a thing that looks kind of like this, but wait, am I pointing at the right thing? At this right here? It's hard to see the screen. And we thought the first time we came up that was the peak, and we're thinking, yay, we're here, but then you end up having to walk another half a mile or something to the actual peak. And so since we've never been to that, we might go off the trail slightly at that point and go see what it is. Because sometimes there's like a little pond or something below it.
I'm abandoning
which is really beautiful. So, so anyway, let's see. I'm going to see what else anyone has. Dave's kind of checking. I think he's ready to head back.
Checking out, guys.
What's our favorite part about hiking, Dave? Marie wants to know.
I don't know. The view.
He says the view.
The sounds too.
We have two kinds of hikes we do. We do lake hikes and peak hikes. That's pretty much the lake hikes. You mostly go through valleys and through forests and see unusual things there and a lot of wildlife. And then you get to a beautiful lake. And the peak hikes, you're mostly up and down trails zigzagging along the side of a peak till you get to the top. And I kind of like the lake hikes best because there's so many beautiful things to see on those lake hikes. And that's why I said Dream Lake is really nice. But it's also really nice to get out away from where everybody is hiking and to see everything. And it really does make me think of God when I see everything and how amazing it is that you could make all this. And it's fun to just sit up there where it's nice and quiet. And a lot of places there's virtually no sound, or maybe there might be the sound of lapping water or birds. And so all those things are really beautiful. One hike that we're going to do again this year, we did a few years ago. You actually have to climb the face of a waterfall to get from one spot to the next lake up. It's not as scary as it sounds, but there is it's not right in the middle of the water. You're on the edge of the water. But there are kind of little ledges like this right here. So when you get up one ledge, if you were to fall on the waterfall piece, it's like 8 feet, which would be bad, but it's not like, most likely you're not going to go all the way down on the waterfall one. I know that sounds weird, but really it's not as scary as it seems once you get used to it. Thanks, Ladiana. Glad you like watching it live and it's addicting. Oh, hey, Tara said I should mention to everybody, just as a reminder, that Dining on a Dime is on sale. It's like 25% off with free priority shipping. So if you're interested in that, you can go over to livingonadime.com and take a look. Yeah, there's snow. Those mountains are all, let's see, those are all over 11,000 feet. And they tend to keep, some of those are semi-permanent glaciers. I say semi-permanent because some of them are always there, but they get bigger in the winter and smaller in the summer. And they go anywhere from 11,000 to, what's the matter? Oh, Dave almost lost his hat. They go anywhere from, that's probably 11,000 feet there to 14,000 right at the top of that one. So it's kind of funny to get up there. The weather is supposed to be thunderstorms and stuff later, which wouldn't be great. But right now, it's kind of cloudy. There's some blue sky. The sun's been out some, and it's really pretty. Probably 75 degrees Fahrenheit with just some light winds. Oh, I'm going to be quiet for a second because the birds are chirping. Then they stop. Hold on, we'll see if they do it again. It's like we can hear them in the distance, but I don't think you can hear them now. Yes, we are going to need a good meal when we get home. That's pretty much every time we go, we have to do that. We thought about hiking a lot more this summer because not only do we like it, but it might be good getting in shape. Christine, no, we don't bring Tara on most of the hikes because with her chronic fatigue syndrome, she cannot go very far without getting really, really sick. A few years ago, we took her to a waterfall that's 0.8 of a mile each way. She did great on that. So I thought about taking her to Dream Lake that I told you about. That super, super beautiful lake, and it's 1.1 miles each way. Most of the hikes we do are 3 or more miles each way. And this one had a lot of vertical elevation gain, so it's really, really hard. And since she's chronically ill, she can't come on some of these with us. But she would love to, and we try to shoot a lot of video and take pictures so we can at least show her. But a lot of it is so much better in real life than in pictures and video. It's just, your eyes have so much more ability to see all the depth, and that's what's just so beautiful. Absolutely, Charlene, yes, I agree. It looks like a coffee commercial. Yeah. The shadows of the clouds are cool. Oh yeah, actually I don't know if you can see, but right there, there's like a dark spot and a light spot, dark spot. and there are straight lines between them. It's so beautiful. And also, I don't know if you can see, but back in 2012 we had a lot of forest fires here. Not in the park, thankfully, mostly. But there was one in the park that started in that valley over there. That's the, it was the Fern Lake fire, and Fern Lake is kind of up that way away. It's actually about from the trailhead at the base of this right here. It's about 4 miles each way to Fern Lake. But the fire picked up in the canyon, and you might be able to see burned trees over in here. Sorry that the focus keeps coming in and out. But it burned that area, and they left it for a while. They just were monitoring it, and I always hate that because I hate to see any of it burn. But then it just kind of one day whipped across this entire valley right here. And that's probably about, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles across that valley. It whipped all the way across there, and they thought it was going to jump this mountain and go right into Estes Park. So that was unfortunate and rough, but it's nice to see that it didn't really completely destroy everything, which is great. Yeah, we're gonna have to get off the mountain pretty shortly, but
I would like to go now.
It's not too bad right now. So anyway, yes, we would probably like hiking in the Grand Canyon. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and go.
Dave's dying over here.
Dave's ready for food, so we're gonna have to get off the mountain, and we're probably gonna take a little side trip to that other knob that I mentioned that we were curious about what it is, and yeah, stop and get some food. You're too tired?
Yeah, I'm way too tired.
So the old man will have to do it alone. Not really. But anyway, I hope you guys, yes, I do love how the burn area grows back. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed seeing our beautiful mountain view, and I'm glad we got to bring you along. Don't forget to check us out at livingonadime.com. And if you're watching it right on the day we made this video, or within a few days after, our Dining on a Dime cookbook is on sale for 25% off. With free priority shipping. So if you go to livingonadime.com and click on store, it's right there. Let me see if there's anything else. Enjoy the rest of the trek. We will. Yep. Thanks a lot. Nan says, bye guys and have fun. All right. We'll see all of you later. Here, let me give you one last view, and then I'll check out. Mom says, love you. Okay, so I'm going to do one quick little pan. This is Estes Park over here. And that's part of Estes Park. And panning across Longs Peak here.
We're completely alone. Everyone else left.
Everyone else is off the mountain, so I guess that's a sign. Just kidding. All right. Well, thanks so much. An autographed copy. We'll have to. Oh yeah. Email us. Go to the contact form and email us and let us know before you submit your order. Bye. See you later.
Live stream down there. I don't know. We might. Depends. Yep. See ya.
Bye.